Hello everyone, welcome to the Wonder Garden channel. Here I share tips, little tricks, and practical experience to help you keep your orchid pots healthy, lush, and blooming brilliantly all year round. Today I will guide you through a special method to revive an orchid with a rotting tip, a condition that many orchid growers often encounter. This orchid of mine had almost the entire tip rotted, seemingly beyond saving. But with a simple care method, I help the plant sprout new growth from the base, develop healthily, and gradually recover. Join me as we perform each step in today's video to see the miracle that nature brings when we care for plants with patience and love. My orchid is suffering from crown rot, a very common issue that most orchid growers have encountered at least once. The cause often comes from high humidity, stagnant water at the crown, or a poorly ventilated growing medium, which allows bacteria to thrive and cause rot. The first thing you need to do is completely remove all the rotten and mushy leaves and stems. Use sterilized scissors or a knife to cut away the damaged parts thoroughly. This helps prevent the infection from spreading to the healthy roots and base of the plant. After removing all the rotten parts, the next step is to take out all the old potting medium from the orchid's roots. The old medium often harbors fungi and bacteria or has become compacted, preventing the roots from getting enough air circulation. Once you've removed all the potting medium, you'll be able to clearly see the entire root system. This is a crucial moment to check the condition of the roots. Use sterilized pruning shears to cut off any roots that are rotten, mushy, or shriveled. Keep only the firm, light-colored, and healthy roots. After removing all the infected parts from the roots to the leaves, I'll rinse the entire orchid thoroughly with clean water. This step helps eliminate any remaining fungi, bacteria, and dirt on the stems, leaves, and roots. Washing the plant not only helps it detox after the trimming process, but also allows it to absorb nutrients from the recovery solution more effectively later on. After rinsing the entire orchid, I'll place it in a cool, well-ventilated area away from direct sunlight to let it dry naturally. Allowing the plant to air dry helps the cut surfaces on the roots and stem heal properly, minimizing the risk of fungal or bacterial infection during the next care steps. To disinfect the orchid, I'll use lime, a natural, easily available ingredient with excellent antibacterial and antifungal properties. What kind of lemons do you usually have where you live? Lemons or limes? If you don't have yellow lemons like the one I'm holding, green limes can be used as a perfect substitute. Both contain plenty of citric acid and natural essential oils that help prevent root rot, kill bacteria, and clean the cut surfaces on the plant. I'll use half a lemon, squeeze out the juice through a strainer to remove the seeds and pulp, and keep only the pure lemon juice. Then, I'll dilute the lemon juice with 1 liter of clean water. This way, the solution will be gentle enough for the plant without causing any shock. Now, I'll soak the entire orchid in the diluted lemon juice solution. Make sure the roots and base are fully submerged, as these areas are most prone to bacteria and fungi. Soak for about 15 minutes. That's the ideal time for the solution to eliminate any remaining pathogens while keeping the roots safe. I'll use a soft cotton pad soaked in the diluted lemon juice solution to gently wipe the healthy leaves of the orchid. Be sure to clean both sides of each leaf, especially the underside, where dust and tiny insect eggs often accumulate. The lemon solution has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, helping to clean the leaf surface, remove dirt and mold, and improve the plant's ability to photosynthesize. I won't throw away the lemon peels after squeezing out the juice. Instead, I'll reuse them as a natural nutrient source for the orchid. Few people know that lemon peels and pulp are rich in minerals, vitamin C, and natural antibacterial compounds, all of which help stimulate strong root growth, boost the plant's resistance, and purify the growing medium.
Em mua từ đầu tháng đến giờ biết được một ngày.
I'll finely chop all the remaining lemon peels and place them in a clean glass jar. Then, I'll add about 1 liter of clean water to create the base for the nutrient solution. Next, I'll add 2 tablespoons of oatmeal and stir well until it's completely dissolved. When combined with lemon, oatmeal not only provides mild antibacterial effects, but also adds natural nutrients that help new roots grow faster and stronger. Finally, I'll seal the jar and let the mixture sit for 1 hour. After soaking for 1 hour, I'll strain out all the lemon and oatmeal residue to obtain a clear, pure solution. I use a fine strainer to separate the liquid, which helps keep the solution clean and prevents fermentation or mold growth during storage. Filtering the solution thoroughly is also important, because removing all the residue makes it last longer, easier to use, and prevents clogging or buildup in the spray bottle. After obtaining the pure lemon peel and oatmeal solution, I'll soak the entire base of the orchid in it for 30 minutes. Make sure all the roots and the base are fully submerged. This allows the solution to penetrate evenly into each root, gently disinfecting them while providing essential nutrients for the plant. After 30 minutes, I'll take the orchid out and start repotting it. To repot the orchid, I'll use a transparent plastic pot like this one. The main growing medium I'm using today is pine bark. I'll start by adding a layer of bark at the bottom of the pot. Then place the orchid upright in the center so the roots spread evenly around. After that, I'll fill the pot with more pine bark to secure the plant and cover the roots completely. After placing the orchid in the pot, I'll use a small metal stake to support the stem. This stake helps keep the plant stable, preventing it from wobbling during watering or when the wind blows, which could otherwise damage the newly formed roots. Next, I'll use a soft tie to gently secure the orchid stem to the metal stake, just tight enough to keep it stable without causing any damage to the stem. After securing the orchid, I'll cover the surface of the pot with a thin layer of moss. This moss layer helps naturally retain moisture in the growing medium, keeping the roots evenly hydrated without becoming waterlogged. It also helps regulate the temperature around the base, creating a cool, airy environment, something orchids really love. With this moss covering, the roots will grow stronger and spread evenly, keeping your orchid fresh, vibrant, and full of life. After repotting, I'll continue using the lemon peel and oatmeal solution to water the orchid. This solution helps maintain stable moisture in the growing medium while directly supplying natural nutrients from the lemon and oatmeal to the roots, helping the plant recover quickly and stimulate strong new root growth. After watering, I place the orchid pot in a spot with gentle light, such as near a window or under a shaded porch. Soft light helps the leaves photosynthesize without getting burned, creating ideal conditions for the plant to adapt, recover, and begin growing new shoots. Results after 1 month. After caring for the orchid with the lemon peel and oatmeal solution, you'll notice a clear transformation. New creamy white roots start to emerge from the base, thick, healthy, and firmly attached to the growing medium. This is a strong sign that the plant is recovering and actively absorbing nutrients again. If you look closely, you'll see a light green shoot emerging beside the base, a sign of new life forming. This is completely natural, because once the crown has rotted, the plant can no longer grow from that damage point. Instead, the dormant growth nodes near the base are activated, developing into a new shoot that continues the plant's life. That's why I always believe, even when an orchid loses its crown to rot, it can still come back to life, as long as we're patient, understand the plant, and care for it the right way. I continue to use the lemon peel and oatmeal fertilizer solution for this orchid every 2 weeks. Each time, I use just enough to moisten the growing medium, allowing the roots to gradually absorb the natural nutrients from the solution. Results after 4 months. From the tiny little shoot at the beginning, it has now grown into a complete young orchid with lush, thick, and glossy green leaves. Its roots have stretched out long and white, firmly gripping the growing medium, a clear sign of strong vitality and excellent nutrient absorption. This young orchid hasn't just recovered, it has thrived beyond expectations and is now entering its most vigorous growth phase, promising to produce new, vibrant flower spikes in the near future. It's been a journey of patience, but the result is truly rewarding, witnessing the complete revival of an orchid that once seemed beyond saving. Orchids are incredibly resilient. Even with just a small part of the roots or a single leaf left, they can still come back to life. So, be patient and gentle in your care. Little by little, the plant will recover and bloom beautifully once again. What do you think about this orchid recovery method? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to Wonder Garden, so we can keep exploring more natural and effective ways to care for your orchids together.